What's up, boys and girls? Carolina Jackpot time, checking in. It's about 1:45 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, and we're at or approaching halftime of all the 12 o'clock games today. And, not a lot of things have happened today to surprise me. Not a lot has went not according to script as far as I'm concerned. First off, some of the games I'm interested in, some of the teams I'm watching. East Carolina not embarrassing themselves against UCF. However, they're starting to not really be able to move the ball. They're down by 13 points right now. About 3 minutes left in the first half. I had picked them to cover the spread. Starting to feel a little bit iffy about that because, man, if they can't move the ball, you know they're not going to stop UCF from moving the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that could become a problem. Anyway, getting to stuff more important. Florida and Ole Miss. Starting to feel bad about the pick I made back in Ole Miss and in their point spread there. They're down by 14 at halftime. Have not looked bad in the first half. They have not looked bad. What about Matt Corral? Looking like a decent dual-threat quarterback. I didn't think we'd see that from him. He's took off running a couple of times and picked up some nice yardage. I have not seen John Rice Plumlee in the game as yet. Their offense, it's a little bit different. I was kind of interested to see what we would see. It's kind of like the little delay stuff, the little delay handoff to that running back, Ely. It's kind of like something you see from Wake Forest. It's the only team that I've seen that kind of does stuff like that. Now, when Wake Forest was playing against Clemson a couple of years ago and losing by like 80 points, I was calling that offense the slow-paced dumpster fire. But here, it looks okay. But the thing about Florida is, and let me tell y'all what, I'm going to tell you the meat of the potato on this deal, okay? As far as SEC teams go, that I cannot stand. I cannot stand Florida. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if it's your helmet. I don't know if it's your colors. I don't know if it's just, the fact that you've historically owned South Carolina over the years, and now, you're not as good as you once were, and we still can't seem to beat you on a consistent basis. I don't like Florida. I think that they piss me off. But one thing about Florida is they'll take advantage of the opportunities that you give them, and they really will. If you nasty a game up and you turn the ball over several times and you just you can't move it and this and that, you're not gonna have a lot of success there. You're just not, and you see that against Ole Miss. I mean, they're up by 14 right now. A couple of little garbage touchdown there at the end of the first half, and they're punching it in. Hopefully, Ole Miss can come up with something defensively in the second half. They're getting a decent pass rush on them, but it's just a little bit, just not quite enough. That pass rush just not quite enough. Trask is getting those passes off just in the nick of time. And hitting Kyle Pitts a little bit. That rhymed, didn't it? Pitts a little bit. And, it's just, it is what it is. I may have made the wrong pick there, but, we could see Ole Miss slide in with a backdoor cover. I don't know. But they just Louisville versus Pitt. That one, a little bit more scoring in this one than I thought we would see. What about Pitt's uniforms, huh? Is that shit not fire? I like it. I like it a lot. I like the old school Panther on the side of the helmet. I like the smoky gray colors. They look great. It's a hell of a lot better than when Tennessee tries to wear that shit. And they're from the Smoky Mountains. So, the heck with them. What else? Oklahoma versus Kansas State. Oklahoma needs to get going. You're up 21-7 right now on K-State. They allowed like a 50-yard touchdown bomb a little bit earlier in the first half. We need to get some more points on the board, cover that 28, and we'll be just fine. And Kentucky and Auburn, that's one I like. And everybody was jumping on Kentucky. Everybody's been jumping on Kentucky, and like that's the darling pick that everybody's going with. And I picked them too. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, maybe I should have backed off. Maybe I should have went with Auburn, because when everybody's going with somebody, you know something's up. Unless it's like two elite team, or one elite team going against a shitburger, like Clemson against my Gamecocks last game of the season last year, right? I mean, everybody was going with Clemson to cover the spread, and they did, because we sucked, obviously. But both those teams don't suck. And Kentucky is hanging in there. If you watch that at the end of the first half, when Kentucky had the ball down the goal line, Chris Rodriguez, the guy scored, okay? He scored a damn touchdown. And they placed the ball back on the 1-yard line. So on second down, what do we do with touchdown Terry Wilson? I mean, he just kind of stands up and just holds the ball up in the air like this, like he's dancing the RuPaul or some shit. I don't know what he does. He gains nothing. And then on third down, he throws it down pick six. A pick fucking six. 100-yard pick six. Now, not hating on that, because our quarterback's done it before too. But this guy has been known for doing stupid shit. And he did stupid shit again. Threw a 100-yard pick six. Only thing is, poetic justice. Little targeting penalty on the block, on the run back on that pick six. So, touchdown negated. They don't score. And then we go into halftime with Auburn up 8-7. What? Yeah, it's 8-7. That's a weird score. Not surprising, though, that it's a low-scoring game. I told you that Kentucky was decent, and I hope they can just catch a break here in the second half. They got to score a touchdown. They should be up 14-8 right now. They got screwed, and then Gus Malzahn over on the sideline giving a little tirade. Like the interview between the coach and the reporters is now socially distanced. I mean, it really looks kind of stupid. Shout out to Gus Malzahn, though I think it's classy of him. You know, at first off, I looked at what he was wearing today. I'm like, what the fuck is it? And then I got it, like, without anybody even saying. I'm like, oh. I'm like, that's what Pat Dye wore on the sideline. Of course, Pat Dye coached down at Auburn for, at least 15 years or so. Really good coach. And he passed away not that long ago. So shout out to him for honoring Pat Dye with his attire and his hat and all that stuff today. But Auburn still, not that great. And I told you this might happen. UCF just scored again, and it looks like I might take this one up the rumpus, because, East Carolina, they don't have an answer offensively. So, therefore, every time they give the ball to UCF, they're going to score. It is what it is. But I'm looking for some more good action in the second half of these games, and I'm definitely looking forward to that 4 o'clock Arkansas matchup against those old Georgia Bulldogs. Arkansas with head coach Sam Pittman, former Georgia offensive line coach, and the yes, sir. I'm wanting to see what happens with that one. I think you could be in for a surprise. I'll see y'all later, guys. Appreciate you. Peace. And I'm out. Go Gamecocks. It's your last chance. Boom. You better make the most of it. Woo!